Hello guys! So we are going to ride a river cruise. This is the 45 minutes architecture tour. Ticket is $28 per person. 3 years old and below are free. And I bought our ticket at the Viator apps, and the tour is facilitated by the Wendella Boat and Tours.
Hey, as you fade away,
yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
And we are finally on board the ship. This 45 minutes tour is narrated by a real person. And guys, please enjoy the tour with us.
Base, back the floors at the decorative top. Behind the decorative top, the rooftop lounge in our London House Hotel. That provides an outstanding view of the downtown Chicago area. If you guys want to go check that tower, actually. But back to Trump Tower. Trump Tower here in Chicago is the heaviest poured concrete high-rise in North America. Made out of 720 million pounds of poured concrete, which is like 300 built with a frame of concrete used to hold Trump Tower into place. Its next door neighbor here on our right-hand side, this black box building over here, is the AMN Center, formerly the IBM Center, designed by the great German architect. Every day at 3:30 in the afternoon on the dot. It's included with the price of most of the rooms. Now, coming over here on the right-hand side, get those cameras out and ready, because we're about to be right next to, according to Instagram, for the last 2 years in a row, the most photographed building in downtown Chicago. This is guys in 1965 and 1967 architect Bertrand Goldberg. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the great Martin Hobbs of the Midwest. But here on the right-hand side, you guys see right here from RPM C2 at the bottom. This is the American Bar Association Tower, designed in 1984 by British architect Bruce Graham. A 32-story office tower. Originally the Quaker Tower, home of the Quaker Oats Company. Pepsi was in there for a hot minute. Today's home of the American Bar Association. Speaking of bar, 2 restaurants at the base. RPM Seafood, which is an excellent quality seafood. And then at the bottom, Pizzeria Portofino, some nice Italian, with some great Chicago River views. And I will tell you, in the summertime, the reservations are booked out like all the way, but it's probably going to be really easy to get a table this time of year. So, here on our right-hand side, we're coming up here on the Reed Murdoch Center. The Reed Murdoch Center is the last remaining warehouse building on the main branch of the Chicago River, although not a warehouse inside anymore. Vertical bays on the west. A vertical bay is like a section or like a column, and they had to remove a vertical bay from the west side of the building in 1922, and then switch both halves back together in 1922 to make room for the then brand new LaSalle Street Bridge. They were passing underneath right now. And as we pass underneath it, let's keep looking over here on our right-hand side at 300 North LaSalle. 300 North LaSalle here is one of our environmentally friendly buildings of the city of Chicago. It is a 72-story platinum LEED certified high-rise. So LEED is now for leadership in energy building on. because there are no air conditioning units in the tower. They just use the river water. They will system the cycles water from the Chicago River into the base of the building, and via this high-tech cooling system chucks it down to about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it cycles that chill water around the building and there's probes and white. And if you these heads this right here, and if you stick down copper head dispensers, these are the heads of famous Chicago merchants like Montgomery Ward and Marshall Fields, and towards the merchandise mart. Now, the merchandise mart in downtown Chicago, historically and very importantly, is humongous. It's got full headquarters now for the Salesforce company nationwide. Now we're getting ready to head down the South Branch of the river. Take a look here on the right-hand side to the archway at the base and the curved blue glass facade. Right here on the point of the three branches of the Chicago River, this is River Point. River Point is another one of our green buildings. This one made out of 6 North Riverside Plaza. There is so much happening here, so bear with me. It's 54 stories tall. It's finished in early 2017, January 3rd, 2017. I only know that specifically because they were really trying to get it into 2016, but they missed it by 3 days, which is funny. But this is 54 stories. In this case, it's about 750 feet. It's 120 feet wide, except for the base, which is 40 feet long. How it keeps itself upright is a secret that lies in the top of the tower itself. Inside them of water. These boxes of water at the top sit on top of a movable, computerized track that can determine any amount of wind sway or motion from the top of the tower. When it's sway, and the counteracting sloshing motion of the water in the boxes will counteract the weight of the sway. That is called a mass damper system. It's automatic like a computer, but it's not entirely gravity dependent like a lot of stable systems like the But here on the right-hand side, 100 North Riverside, the old Boeing headquarters was designed on top of the railroad over here in 1990 by firm Perkins and Welch. Boeing moved in 2003. The still here is just no longer the National Head Station, one of our two major train stations downtown. And whenever you're building on top of a train track, a railroad track, one of the most important rules is that you cannot obstruct a switching track. But they didn't say anything about building on top of it, so they had to get a little creative. I hate to ask you guys to do this, but for the one and only time of the tour, I'm going to ask you to turn around. It's called wide horizontal trusses. What a truss is, what its job is to hold weight. Think of them like 5 fingers of a giant hand. They're for the office headquarters of the Chicago Daily News, one of our many newspapers up back in the day, and it was the first building on the South Branch to be built on top of the railroad right, like the Boeing headquarters after. But here on the left-hand side, coming up here on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Center, designed in 1979 by architect Steve McCall and Johnson, 344 Falcon Towers with 11 core connections. These two towers, when they first came up, had a design flaw that caused the towers, at first, to be way too top-heavy. And so they started to bend away from each other to 1972, in the midst of an energy crisis happening in the city, and the concrete cage helped alleviate some of those problems in 2 ways. By number 1, providing some extra shade in the summertime, and number 2, generally just making it easier to clean the windows, because all the window washers have to do is just walk around it to clean it up. Up in front of us, on the other side of the bridge, up on our left, we're coming up on 220 South Blacker Drive. Designed by architect Harry Weiss in 1986, the base of 220 South Blacker is designed to look like the deck or the base of a cruise ship. Harry Weiss was an avid sailor in the building in the entire city of Chicago, the tallest building in the world until 1998. Right up in front of us and directly up, right here at the base of the historic. I've got a whole bunch of empty, expensive floors that nobody's been inside of since the 90s. Wow, crazy. We'd like to buy 3 of them today, right until 2029. Because they only got the name and rest for 20 years. It was like a test run to see if they like having it. They do like having it. So they're due to their original contract. Their name and right will stop in 2029, which opens the door for us companies to put some money and have to rename the tower into something else in 2029. But that, ultimately, and I say this with so much love, doesn't matter at all. Because anybody who lives within 200 miles of Chicago, Illinois, is going to call that tower the Sears Tower entirely out of spite until we're all dead in the ground. So I don't think it's ever going to make any difference what someone else wants to call it at the end of the day. But here on the left hand, 2 types of architecture on one building. Art Deco on the back, and you see what the strong vertical lines, geometric ornamentation, the hand-carved theater mask motifs under the windowsills, and on the back, you notice it spells it out. It says Civic Opera Pavilion. That's it. thing is, the V's and U's on the font that they choose are interchangeable, so it does say Civic Opera Building. You'll see them a lot in some of the older Art Deco, neoclassic buildings downtown. Speaking of which, the Civic Opera Building, stick your head inside and try to catch a glimpse of that jaw-dropping 3,500 seat auditorium for the Chicago Lyric Opera, who's been in there since 1955. Here on the right-hand side, the new Bank of America Tower finished in late 2020, 53 stories, 707 feet. Take a look at the base. The glass and steel reinforced base here, indented at the bottom, is designed in the same general size and shape as the building it replaced. Called Once in North Lacker Drive. It's a little 6-story office building. Not really that much to write home about, to be honest. But when they demolished it, they decided to design the base in the same general size and shape. Just kind of to pay homage to what was here before. Now, coming over here on the right-hand side, we're coming up on a very important piece of land in the city. Not a lot of Chicago is really up. The importance of a little piece of our own backyard right here on the right-hand side. Not the Starbucks. Here's what we know, right for you. What we're looking at is two electric buildings in the corner. So it's the small one in the middle in 1902, and the larger act, which calls for a recount and it won by 2 votes. So if you're from Ohio, thanks for that one. So we are heading back down the main branch of the Chicago River here, making our way downtown. Walking fast, faces past, and we are homebound. Here on the right-hand side with a curved green glass, with this beautiful green marble 4-pillar inlaid base. This is 333 West Wacker Drive. Architect here, Cohn, Pedersen, and side is 225 West Wacker Drive. Also Cohn, Pedersen Fox, a little later though, in 1989. There's a lot of bridge themes happening here, I'll tell you right up. So you see in between the windows, you see these bolted steel plates. Very similar looking to the same bolted steel end of our boating team. I'm going to throw a statistic at you here real quick. Since 2016, recreational boating on the Chicago River has increased by 300%. It's tripled in 8 years. So we've added more time to get more boats out onto the lake and then back from it at the end of the year, extending that time to now include 2 weeks before and the 2 weeks after May and November, so Wednesday and Saturday morning. So the next time that's going to happen is the upcoming Wednesday. You guys are going to be around. They're going to start at 9 a.m. The first bridge they'll go under is the Lakeshore Drive Bridge, and then they'll go down the main branch, they'll go down the South Branch, and the last bridge they go under is the old Canal Street Bridge down by Chicago's Chinatown. Here on our right-hand side, oh, by the way, downtown Chicago's major tourist attractions now into one cohesive, complete walkway for the first time in history. Here on the right-hand side, this blue glass high-rise here is 111 West Wacker Drive. If you look at 111, 4 windows in from the left, you see a more transparent panel of glass ascending up the side there. That makes a hallway in the middle. That is Ricardo Bofill, wanted to mix Greek and Roman into one. You see Greek if you look at the top, with that temple at the top bottom after the Parthenon. And then Roman at the bottom, with the columns and archways on the windows. Speaking of columns, up here on the right-hand side, this black and gray granite building here, designed as a column within a column, is 35 West Wacker Drive, better known as the Leo Burnett Building, home of the Leo Burnett Advertising Company. Who's come up with such characters like the Jolly Green Giant, the Pillsbury Doughboy, Robert McDonald, sort of, they came up with him when they bought the rights to him, for the long story, Sam Crackle and Luck, Tony the Tiger, the Evil Rose, the Marlboro Man, they're all Chicagoans, and they all come into this building over here on the right. Now, up ahead and a bit to the right, do you guys see the Morton State House? Behind it, you see with the green bricks, and then the pretty noticeable golden tower at the top. That is the Carbide and Carbon building, designed in 1929, architects the Burnham brothers, the twin sons of the famous Chicago architect named Daniel Burnham. They designed that building in protest to the Prohibition, designed to look like a champagne bottle on purpose. Now, the top side, that is actual 24-karat gold leaf right on the top of the tower. Now, not solid gold, but it is real gold leaf. Here on the right-hand side of the tower, up at the top, 4 small temples called Tempietties and a large temple at the top, another Belvedere like we saw in the London House. So 35 East Wacker Drive here, the old Jewelers building. Now the Jewelers building, when it first came up here in 1925, it also had a driveway and outside at the same time. Here on our right, in between the Royal Sonesta and the London House Hotel, is a thin skyscraper sandwiched in time, the old Mather Tower, finished in 1929, originally planned to be 2 towers, with the second one fell victim to the Depression, and where the second tower would have stood, now think about that later, but we'll see it later from the other side of the bridge. On the other side, up here on the left, we're going to see with that beautiful Gothic cathedral at the top, we see those 8 flying buttresses, hoping to the top center tower like that. That is the Chicago Tribune. Now ranging wildly in price. For example, the cheapest one I've ever seen was on the 4th floor is a 2-bedroom facing north, which is based on a solid brick wall for $700,000. It's small, look at that. It's going to be downtown. The problem is you can't the index of that, there's two-story townhouses at the top. Each of which shows that it's an A-on center. Formerly the standard order building, more around here, 6 stands, 1,136 feet, 445 meters. Flat on that white wood storyline of granite with just that iconic white color. Designed in 1973 by architects Edward Durrell Stone. Here on the right, in between the buildings, we're right here, so kind of like between them, behind them, coming up. You guys see back there with the curving, undulating concrete floor sides on this thing. It's also got the water drop motif along the outside. That one back up there is the aptly named Aqua Tower, designed in 2009 by Illinois-based architect Gene Gang, G-A-N-G, Gene Gang. The bottom 20 floors are the first Blue Radisson Hotel, and the rest of it is all condominium living space. But it's probably average of like a $5 million. Here's the thing. At 859 feet, starting in Chicago, Gene Gang's Aqua Tower is currently, right now, the second tallest bar. You might say to yourself, wow, okay, where then is the tallest building in the world? Is the tallest of four. If you watch these, it looks like a bunch of buildings, but it's just one. It steps up to 1,198 feet, which is 362 meters. Making it officially the third tallest building in the entire city of Chicago, and proud to say, still right here in Chicago, Illinois, the tallest building in the world. If not, head downstairs, grab something to drink, kick back, relax, enjoy this view, and we'll pick up the tour here in a few minutes.
The tour guide is amazing. He knows everything about the historic downtown.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
The river cruise is a must-do when you are in Chicago. And they also offer a 90 minutes tours, but we only did a 45 minutes because I still want to do something else.
Eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
Nothing remotely close to that, and we're doing
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you
Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my today's tours as well. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And please leave a comment so I can get back to you. Thank you. I'll see you on my next vlog. Bye.
Your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you